Hi, Groovy.
Hey, Kimba.
The last time we spoke was on my podcast, and I'm going to put a link to that in the post of this. So if you want to know Groovy's history and all the bands he was in South Florida and beyond, and all about this record,
I haven't seen that in a little minute.
You could open that up. But interestingly enough, in that conversation that we had on the 29th at the Funky Biscuit,
It was July 29th? Really? That's weird. I didn't really
know. And now this is going to be April 29th at Crazy Uncle Mike's.
Yep.
And you're going to be promoting
Good Thing Going, kind of a new record, but it's really not an album release. I haven't even released the album yet. I think I'll release it. I want to try to get it released this week.
Okay, because I don't know if I knew the name of it, because you have it in the, when I was listening to the songs, it was just titled Nashville. And I know why, because you recorded the first one in Nashville. And as we were talking about Down the Road, which you'll be able to buy, right, at Crazy Uncle Mike's?
Okay. You can buy it online anytime too, but yes.
When we were talking about that, you said you've already got an album's worth of music ready to go and you're going to go back to Nashville and record it. So that's kind of what happened.
Kind of, but most of this was actually written right after I was down in Florida doing the Funky Biscuit show.
To talk about our brain cells, and how funny that you sent me one of the songs as soon as you wrote it.
My Way. Literally a month after I was down in Florida.
The funny part is I listened to it. I loved it. And it's apparently stayed with me. You know, it was kind of a song that stayed with me, so that when you finished more of the songs and you're like, here, listen to these, I'm like, why do I know that song? Remember I asked you, why do I know? That wasn't on Down the Road, was it? No. You're like, no, I sent it to you.
Yes.
But that speaks to the song, the familiarity.
Well, thank you. That's awesome.
You're going to be doing songs from the new album and then also from Down the Road. And then
a bunch of fun. I'm basically using the band that was the Groove Dogs that I had in Florida, and Jeff Renz on drums, Steve Argy on bass, Chuck Kirkpatrick playing guitar, Bob Taylor, and Violet.
Oh, okay. Missed it at the Funky Biscuit on the 29th. Do not miss it at Crazy Uncle Mike's on the 29th.
No, don't miss it.
Fantastic musicianship all around. And I know you're going to have some special wink, wink, nudge, nudge guests.
I am going to have some special people come up, some good friends.
Some South Florida royalty will be on hand.
It's going to be a good time, man. I think Mike, because I've never met him. Actually, I've only talked to him on the phone. I think Uncle Mike's opened when I moved. I heard great things about it. I've seen a lot of my friends playing there, and it just looks like a cool place.
Mike is just a really fantastic human in that he does a lot of benefits.
Yeah, I hear
at his club.
Yep.
We did the first Hurricane Ian benefit there.
Oh, wow.
Aside that, it's just a really cool bar. What I'm going to do after I finish talking to you, and because my other car is a broom, I'm going to magically appear at Crazy Uncle Mike's and give a tour to show people where it is and what it looks like and what he has to offer, because they have great food.
Yeah.
And they have beer and whiskeys and all that kind of stuff. I know we joke about this, and I'll probably bring it up when I'm there. You know, we joke that people in Miami-Dade won't go into Broward, and Broward doesn't want to go into West Palm Beach and anything that's more than 10 minutes away. But it really is worth the drive, because you're going to see a fantastic show and you're going to find a new really cool club.
I'm looking forward to a new club.
I'm born down here. So for me, it was all one big place.
Yep. I didn't realize you grew up in more Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, no, I was Miami girl.
Really?
Carroll City in the house. Wow. Born and raised.
I was born and raised in Miami. I'm like a Miami native too.
How do you like us now?
That's right. Well, awesome, man. I can't wait to see everybody out there. I'm so looking forward to it. The band is too. Everyone's excited about doing the gigs. It's going to be a fun night.
So you can get your tickets now, and you probably should, because it's not teeny tiny by any stretch, but it's not a gigantic venue as well. And
they've been selling pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to introduce me this time.
Jimmy's going to be mad. I'll see if it's all right with him.
Okay.
April 29th. It's a Saturday night. Crazy Uncle Mike's with Groovy and the Groove Dogs. And you're going to do My Way, and you're going to do Best of Me.
I am.
That's my fee for introducing you.
I am doing those.
Okay, good.
I'm doing both. Thank you, Kimba.
So here we are. See, just like magic, I'm suddenly at Crazy Uncle Mike's. One of the good things about this is that it's freestanding. So there's parking here, and then there's parking on the other side over there, and it's all free. It's Mike from Crazy Uncle Mike's.
What's up?
We've got the stage behind us, and I wanted to come here because I wanted you to tell us some of the highlights of this particular building.
The three things that are most important to Crazy Uncle Mike's: brews, bites, and beats. So our liquor, our booze, our beer.
You make your beer here.
We make all of our beer here, so we're a brewery. Eric Luce is our brewer. And we're also a full bar. So like most breweries don't have full liquor, but we have full liquor. And we've also specialized in bourbons and tequilas. And that's procured by our general manager, Eric Haas.
He's got a new assistant, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he does. He's got a little one, and apparently maybe another one coming. So that's good.
Oh, my.
And then I'll start rumors.
That's bourbon at work.
Yeah, maybe.
And you were saying you're one of the top
bourbon bars in the state of Florida for sure. And our brewers making new beers all the time and incredible beers. Our food is also a big part of it. Is our chef Tara Abrams and her assistant or her sous chef RG. They put together a really great scratch menu. It's a small menu, but it's a wide variety because you can go all the way from your super fresh seafoods with tunas that we chop up today and serve it tonight, and cobia fish sandwich and mussels. Best presentation of mussels I've seen around this state at all. And then we got the basic fares, your wings. Our wings are special though because we bake them. And then right before we deliver them out, we just do a quick flash fry, crisp them up. And then they're sweet, they're tender.
That's what I was looking
juicy.
at your menu. There's so many things that are just that have this unique twist to them. You were saying the usual fare, but nothing is usual. Everything's like
it's all elevated, and Tara does a great job taking your basically your comfort foods and making them incredible. Then we talk about the music, right? Because we built the stage for music. It's an isolated sound stage. It doesn't touch a wall. The bass speakers in the stage itself actually have a sand wall built behind them, so nothing vibrates onto the foot of the band members or the stage itself. We have a Martin sound rig, which anybody who's in the music business knows that Martin's the top of the, when it comes down to live performance rigs.
And there's even cool little artwork on the barrel lights in here as well. So
that's a fun story. I cut those barrels. I bought them whole barrels, and then my father-in-law cut those in half with me. And then we didn't realize, but they're full of charcoal, so it took us 4 days to grind the charcoal out of them so they could be a paintable surface. And then my buddy Punk, he went by Punk Ken. He liked it when girls said bye Punkin. He had retired for 10 years when I tracked him down, and he said he would come out and do the job for me. It's all rock and roll monkeys. They're in barrels, so they're all monkeys. So you got some of the ugliest versions of Cher and Madonna that you ever did see.
I guess through all of this, I hope what you're hearing is how much thought was put into this place.
Even the wood on this bar and on the stage, everything that you're seeing behind us on the stage, that was all collected after Hurricane Irma from the neighbors around Boca that lost their fences. And it gives me like backyard vibes of Boca. Basically, I've got stories wrapping my walls, which is really cool. So, but let's talk about, he comes with, it's Groovey Pantesco and the Groove Dogs.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
And there are going to be a lot of special guests. Now, Groove Dogs are a band that he played for years down here in South Florida, and he's played with a lot of these guys for a lot of years.
I know that Jimmy has worked hard to try to get this gig, and then he's also doing everything he can to push it. So it's Jimmy Robinette, because Groovy and Jimmy are good buddies.
Doesn't he live here?
He has an apartment upstairs.
Okay, he's still
he
sleeping.
Might be sleeping. Yeah, exactly. He was telling me about his relationship with Groovy and said, man, you really need to get him over there. And
because that was one of the bands that Groovy played in, was Southern Blood. The musicians that are going to be part of this night, it's going to be spectacular.
I dig that. The 29th starts at 8:30. Tickets are available at crazyunclemikes.com.
The indoor versus outdoor seating, because there is outdoor seating and there are speakers.
Yeah, you can hear the bands outside. You're not going to necessarily see them unless you're sitting on the front of the garage door area. But those tables can be reserved on any night of the week for no charge. There's usually tables and chairs behind us, but tonight we have a DJ, so there's more of a dance floor. There's not a bad seat in this house, to be honest with you. No. The sound is incredible everywhere you're sitting, so there's no place you're not going to hear it or see it right.
What I love that you do as well is that you stream.
Yes,
everything.
We do. You can go there and you can look at hundreds of incredible bands that have played here. We mix the live stream online separately than we mix the room because they're two different types of mixes. Yeah, specifically, if you don't live in Florida, watch us online. If you live in Florida, get in your damn car and come and see Groovey Pantesco. That's it.
So it's Federal Highway just north of Yamata.
It's in Boca, Federal Highway north of Yamata. If you're coming from Del Rey, just over from Lenton, a few lights. If you can't find us, you probably don't know how to use your phone.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
I'll see you again in about, a week and a half?